nobody comes out of high school, fresh out of the minivan, wanting to crunch numbers and do mortgages. That martial art is a beautiful thing, and nothing humbles you like that. I don't even consider what I do sales, and I tell people my thing is rapport.
Okay.
I'm gonna blast it because I'm Cuban, so I can go ahead and go that route.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to Everything in Between. I am joined today by Joey. He is he's a character to say the least. So super excited to have you, Joey. Say hello.
Thank you. Hello. In a good way, I'm a character.
Okay, he is. That's good. It's all good things. So I would speak for him and create a long, interesting intro, but I'd rather hear it from you. So if you want to highlight, I don't know, 10 things, 15 things.
I don't know that I got 15 to share, but I mean, briefly, I guess my background being that, I got brought on for what I do, mortgage industry, but I didn't start there. Obviously, nobody comes out of high school, fresh out of the minivan, wanting to crunch numbers and do mortgages. It's just, it's like who wants to be a dentist, but they become dentists for their personal reasons. But before mortgages, I was always kind of in sales. I sold cruises. I was actually a police officer a while ago. Yeah, it was a short-lived career.
We've had this conversation.
No, I never brought this up. I don't bring it up often, but I was a police officer, funny enough.
Okay.
And I consider it to be street customer service. So you got to be good with people or be good at that job in particular. So I said, you know what? And then right after the cruise line industry, I wasn't really a corporate guy. And, as you kind of tell from our encounters.
Yeah.
And I got recruited to a company based out of California they sponsored me to get my license, and then they paid for me to study and get the license.
To get into lending?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was really a call center vibe in the beginning. It was kind of a boiler room atmosphere, young frat guys, fresh out of college with a little bit of this to go a long way. And then we got our license, we get on the floor, and then of course we didn't know anything about mortgages, but you learn a lot as you go.
Yeah.
This was January 2017.
Okay.
So from there, I got introduced to direct lending with PRMG, and then I've been blessed to be in the broker platform that I'm in now as of 2.5 years, going on 3 years.
Okay.
That's how I am, where I am today. And Mortgages by Joey G is my brand, but I work under the brokerage Your Better Mortgage, which is our team, and I say powered by mostly, but this is how we got here, pretty much.
There's a recent expansion for YBM, no?
Expansion. So brick and mortar, no, but we're licensed now in Texas and in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
And looking to expand that even more, so because we have clients who looking to invest in those states for their own reasons, and realtors that happen to have licenses in those states as well. So why not?
Yeah. To land on those specific spots. You said that you worked for the cruise line. I also worked for a cruise line. What cruise line?
No kidding, man. Norwegian.
Yeah. Norwegian. I worked for Royal.
And
forgive me. I worked for Carnival.
Carnival. Okay. You're not forgiven.
So Royal, I imagine, what were you? Like outbound sales? Were you
very much
personal vacation planner?
Sales, yeah.
Okay, same deal. I can see that for sure. Okay.
How was that for you?
I was there for like 10 years. I was there a long time. I was a baby. Like I started there maybe 19 years old. I was there a hot minute, and then I met actually my current husband. And actually some of my closest friends. I mean, you're there all the time.
Right.
You know how it is. That's a boiler room too. Like a high school.
For sure.
Boiler room. Including management.
Oh, yeah.
If we could scratch. So, okay. So you're in hospitality. That I can absolutely see.
Right.
You're a cop for how long?
It was a very short-lived career, less than a year.
Okay. Is it because you got recruited, or were you like, I don't like it?
No, I wanted to get into that. I mean, my family, blue-collar family, Cuban descent, I guess second generation. My dad got here in the 80s with his dad and everybody else. And we didn't have a lot to rely on. I didn't really get coached up. The finance industry was out of the question. I was scared of anything corporate, suit and tie. I was even conscious of my accent when I got into Norwegian, because very Miami, and then people hear me talking, "Are you from New York?" I go, "No, man, I just speak with an accent." I knew what to tell you. But then I got to see, okay, people admire that. Like, oh man, this guy, what you see is what you get. And
absolutely,
I was good with people, so I was okay with going along those lines. But it was either a mechanic, AC mechanic, or police or firefighter.
The trade.
I tried all three.
Really?
None of them were for me, unfortunately. I have a lot of buddies that are police officers and firefighters and stuff like that they go to jiu-jitsu with me. We're good friends. We go fishing and whatnot. But even they tell me, man, thank God, you didn't pursue the police thing and you went your own way, because it's working for you, number one. Number two, the law enforcement nowadays in today's day and age, it's not, they're not respected as they should be, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
So
that's that. I'm glad I landed. It's the best thing that never happened, I say.
okay,
You know
beautiful.
what I mean?
You mentioned jujitsu, and
Yeah.
I'm a huge for those that have watched this or know me or anything in life. I'm a huge advocate for fitness and keeping your body right. Jujitsu wise, how did you get into it first and foremost? How'd that start?
This was something I wanted to do for a while. I did a little MMA and wrestling in high school.
Okay.
And then fresh out of high school, I did some MMA and stuff. But during COVID, I started to go, okay, the gym got closed down. So you're at home locked in with two newly born kids, 2020 and 2021.
So you just
I
start
was
fighting
like,
your.
did I choke my spouse or I choked my kid? But I was like, man, the gym was a necessity. So then
Yeah.
the gym kind of opened up, started going to the gym, and I go, this is not enough. My mind needs a little more of an outlet. I need a little more of a test. The gym became, redundant, as most people find the gym to be.
Right.
And I knew about the Gracie Baja around the way, and I was like, you know what? Went in there one day and I said, I'll do a trial. And when I mean trial, I knew I was going to start that.
Yeah.
I was like, give me a kimono, let's go. So yeah, it's been going good. I've been there for a little over 3 years now. But what it does to your mind, body, and soul, I mean, God, you hear the cliches and stuff. That martial art is a beautiful thing. And nothing humbles you like that.
Yeah.
When you first start, you're like, okay, I lift my weights. I'm a grown adult. There's no way this 17, 18-year-old kid fresh out of the minivan is going to be able to,
Yeah.
and then they fold you in your own clothes. They say, and you, okay, wait a second. So if you're open to that experience, trying something new and getting humbled in the worst ways,
Yeah.
it's a beautiful chase. It's a beautiful art.
That's a
commit to.
I know my production manager Alex, her daughter is in jiu-jitsu as well. Right.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's
dude, for girls, it is, in my opinion, more so than the boys. Girls mature faster too,
Right.
from a young age. But the little girls that go to those jiu-jitsu, they kill. They mop the floor with the boys because I guess maybe they pay attention more when the instructor is teaching, the professors, their competitions. They maul the boys because they mix them all together.
Is it like brunt and brains? Like, well, we could get it.
It's more technique, because it's a sport where, again, muscle and size can only take you so far. It's really technique based.
Right.
So when you have a girl that's the same age as a boy and her technique is superior,
and she's
it's, you got the dad going, how I pay what a month of my son to get, you know what I mean? But it's funny in that aspect. Like it's amazing. And then again, it gives kids not only discipline, but confidence.
Okay.
Now you go, okay, I do jiu-jitsu. It's way harder than baseball. I already hit the mic. Baseball, any other sport, it gives them the confidence to try out for those sports.
Yeah.
Or to be in a group of kids that don't know and they're willing to strike conversation. It's the camaraderie and the brotherhood. It's like play fighting.
Yeah.
Your brothers and sisters. So it goes from kid all the way to adults. And you can never be too old to play with, rough around with your brothers.
Do you want your boys to do that too?
100%. I waited.
Okay.
They can start at 3 years old now. I waited. My boys are 5 and 6 now.
Okay.
But this summer they're gonna start for the first time, and they always do it.
Have they watched?
They do it. They love it. They love, because I play fight with them even before I started jiu-jitsu. It's just a pecking order thing, right? You gotta. So I said, okay, I'm this age now. By the time I'm in my 50s, my boys will be this old. I got to be able to put them over my lap and spank them well into my 50s. So let me get this jiu-jitsu thing. And I cling to it anyways, but I want them to do it. And they see dad doing it. So they're more likely to, follow through, and not get bored of it like baseball. Everything else is seasonal. This is not seasonal. This is for life.
Yeah.
So I like that about the sport. And then, they need that.
Yeah, that's a good take on it too.
100%.
It's not seasonal. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so going back to business, right? That's a big part of what we do, and as you know, I'm in the real estate industry as well. And just so you know, this episode is sponsored by Homestretch, as always. So, typing into the lending, right? I guess just a one-off. What would you say is the craziest situation that you've dealt with? If you had to think of one,
you can write a book. I mean, it's hard, right? Because we live in Miami, so we have a certain clientele base. I always say a lot of our clients are not perfect, and I prefer it that way. Not everybody's 780 credit, W-2 salary, doctor, nurse. They have all the funds. Usually they're missing one or two of those aspects. So we got to help them acquire those, whether it's credit or whether it's, sourcing different deposits or funds. But it's hard to pinpoint one in particular, but I've had it all. I'm gonna blast it because I'm Cuban, so I can go ahead and go that route, and we can talk about our own
All
people.
right, go off.
But those are the funniest cases.
Yeah.
You think you're being redundant in the beginning by going, hey, don't do these things, and then they go and do it. Whether it's I'm buying a house, and you see them measuring the side of the house, and I go, I know where they're going with this, RV or boat. And I tell them, remember I told you,
Don't buy.
do not buy these, and they go and finance an $80,000 boat porque me hace falta hierro pagado. That's what they say. I need the new boat for the new house. I go, listen, you're gonna have to figure something out. Now we gotta get a tío or an aunt and uncle to get on the application with you to qualify because look what you did to your circumstances. Oh yeah,
This is on like a regular basis.
not on one case. This is so I hit it home with those cases. That dog bites you once, you trying for it not to bite you again, but it happens.
What do you do?
It's nature. But they think you're not gonna see these things. And I tell people, hey, listen, I'm telling you, you're saying yes, I will find out. I am gonna run credit at the end, even if I'm not. You gotta scare them a little bit. I will run credit and find out if you acquired another debt or asset. Please, I know you want to upgrade your lifestyle. Get the house first. Pay your first mortgage. See how that feels, and then go crazy.
I'm comfortable with it.
100%. So you try to be their financial advisor at the same time because people bite off when they can chew. They probably get the best of them. They got the house. They want to upgrade. So those are the more common problems we see, all the way to like the funds.
Yeah.
I've had people, and there's a meme going around like, oh, when the client sends you the proof of funds and it's a picture of like cash on their bed or something. Legit. I've seen those cases. It's embarrassing to say. Yeah. So
just have it under
it's
mattress.
Right. Oh, God bless. So thank God, Fannie Mae. So FHA used to, if you're going to have a gift or funds involved from a family member, you had to source it. You had to show the family member's bank account. Yeah. That's no longer the case.
Really?
And thank God for that because FHA is a more commonly used loan. So now we don't have to worry about, sourcing those gift funds given by the parents or whatever. And now, not to incriminate those people that's gone that route, but hey, we got to get resourceful. Again, it's the clientele we work with. South Florida.
Well, it's finding solutions for it. Right?
100%. I'm a problem solver. 100%. If they were all squeaky clean, credit unions would have a field day probably. But thankfully for us, thankful for us, the ones that go to credit unions first, they find out the hard way, okay, maybe Joey's a better option and just as affordable.
Okay. So I think everyone has a different style as far as, because at the end of the day, we're all in sales. We're building relationships with these people, or the amount that we talk to them, but everyone has a different style of sales. Is your take more like, I'm going to be completely bluntly honest with you, or I'm going to soften the blow a little bit and try to, what would you say is your...
And that's a good question. This industry, I don't even consider what I do sales. And I tell people, my thing is rapport.
Okay.
I'm very transparent, as you know.
Yeah.
And, people appreciate that. The realtors usually relay that to the clients out front. Hey, talk to Joey like he's your friend. Not like because they get intimidated. Oh,
of course.
The numbers guy, he's my enemy. No, I'm your friend. Let's get to the final, place together. But I usually relay that out the gate. And then again, I'm very big on rapport because I want them to give me the honesty. Give me the good with the bad. Right. What should I look out for? Oh, you have this or child support. That's not on your credit report. Give me everything so I know what to expect. Again, I'm a problem solver. So a good loan officer knows what could go bad and then have a solution for it if it does.
Right.
That's ultimately what it comes down to.
Yeah. If you're missing a piece of the puzzle,
100%. Right. Exactly. We don't want no surprises.
Okay.
And I pride myself in, being good at what I do. And part of that is, finding out those things in advance or knowing how to solve a problem because it's happened to me before.
Yeah.
Just,
have you become friends with any of the people that you've lended to?
Yes. Yes, and I love a good barbecue invite. Yeah. I love it. I got a comment, Marino. This is back one of my early clients, Hialeah guy, nonetheless. And he calls me every once in a while just to check in. And I love it. Hey, how are the kids? This and that. So I love it. It's a blessing, man. It is. We are blessed to be in an industry where we get paid to help people out. Basically, we're making something that they thought was not possible, ultimately possible. It's an American dream.
Yeah.
They didn't in a house and they didn't see it to be a way, or maybe they got denied elsewhere. They come to us, we make it happen, and now how can they not be friends with us?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Joey, you made this happen. It's a huge chapter. I mean, and one of the biggest investments.
Yeah, and it's a world of difference because we've worked, me and my husband, we've done flips, as I think I've mentioned to you, we have a portfolio. And so naturally we've worked with mortgage lenders, and there's just like night and day when you're dealing with someone with one knows what they're talking about. Like they have... Yes. We have gone through nightmares trying to purchase properties before. And some have fallen through, but not for lack of a good mortgage broker, right? Or loan officer.
Exactly.
When you know you've been through it, you've been doing it for now of
Mhm.
quite a few years, right? So you've seen some things, but it allows you to be able to pivot, right?
Right.
And know there's a solution for everything. And there's a big difference between working, because we've also worked with mortgage lenders that we don't have the rapport, right?
Right. It's
It's transactional, exactly. And they almost, yes, they care about the paycheck, but they don't care if it falls through. So
well,
they're not as invested, I feel like.
that's huge too because
Yeah.
they always say don't make it personal. It's hard for me not to make it personal.
Right.
Like I am invested, especially when you get to know the people, the family, the kids. You see, the realtor shows videos of the kids looking at their rooms. Maybe they haven't had. So I'm getting goosebumps. Okay. Yeah. So once you become a father, you get soft. So
Yeah.
you get a soft spot in your heart, and you go, man, you make it your personal business to make sure that they close on the home that they envision themselves in.
Yeah.
So it's hard not for it. They don't know that. I don't express that
Of course.
sometimes. If I
Well,
fall with the
you get it,
underwriter and they
yeah.
go, oh, man, this guy's going to bat for me for real. Like I feel this guy's trying. It's not another transaction for me.
Yeah.
It's really trying to make this happen for me. So we try not to fall into that, and get emotionally involved, but it happens.
Yeah.
And I think, a good loan officer makes it their business because of that. It's an emotional purchase.
Yeah.
For the clients, for the realtor. So it's hard. The pressure's on us, and everything lands at our feet ultimately. I'm very unselfish in that I take the blame if things go sideways, whether with title or real estate. I go, hey, I got it. I'll take it in the chest because I need you guys to be the stars. Ultimately, you guys are the first point of contact.
That's amazing, because it also helps when you're dealing with, other people in your network, right, that are helping this go through.
Yeah,
It's so much easier to work with, and that comes back around, right?
100%. Like it reciprocates. Like, oh, this guy, he lays his chin out for me. At the end of the day, I'm not in it for the one transaction. I'm in this for the longevity.
Yeah.
I don't care about one commission. I've had a bunch of pro bonos where we had to give up commission because
Really?
funds didn't become available. Things happen, and I go, hey, listen, they deserve this. This family. I know you're gonna give me two more, three more
people
clients
for life. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And again, those people are gonna tell at the barbecue, call my guy Joey.
And
He took care of me.
I think it's very difficult for people that are, especially sales driven people, to do that. I don't think sometimes that they have it in them to do it.
Right.
Which is unfortunate, right?
Right.
You're going to be in something like this. So that's incredible. It's basically a longer vision.
Yeah.
And you're not doing it for gain in the future. It is a byproduct of that, right? It turns into that. But that's the best kind of person to work with.
100%, man. I tell the younger guys in this industry, I go, man, the longer you're in this, the more business you're gonna have.
Right.
Your name travels a lot, out of people's mouths a lot more because between the referral partners and the clients, the past clients, naturally you're gonna get calls, and then you're gonna have people that are trustworthy people. And when they say, "Hey, call Joey," that's solid referral. They trust where that referral comes from.
Speak to that too, because I think when you're getting into a new, I was actually previously in finance as well, not mortgages.
Okay.
I told you I had done personal and business loans.
Right.
So it's a little bit different as far as people coming back. I think in your field, you're getting more return clients, right, on a much larger scale. So having that compound, having someone come into the industry new, what is your advice to them? Give it time, have patience. What's the...
All of the above, man. I mean, you have to love and respect your craft first and foremost. You could be a likable person, but you got to have the knowledge aspect.
Of course.
Because, in the beginning, they're going to fumble some deals. So surround yourself with people. And I'm not prideful enough, even 10 years in, to go, hey, I don't know everything.
Right.
You got to be resourceful. If I run into a problem and I have my blinders on, just the other day, I had Nancy, our mortgage broker, even she, we rely on each other. If I see, hey, I'm running into a wall, I'm trying to submit it this way.
Right.
And then them from the outside come and go, well, why don't you just do this? Take, so-and-so off, go this route. I wouldn't even have thought of it. Something so simple.
Yeah.
So you take pride out of the way. Rely on a team that you can go, hey, I need your help, and you bounce ideas off each other. Hey, this problem happened to me last week. If it happens to you, go this route. And they're, hey, Joey, you told me last month this happened to you. I need your help with this. So that goes a long way, surrounding yourself with a good team. And I always, when I do real estate presentations, you went to one, I usually throw in there, hey, if you're not convinced on me, be convinced on the people that I work with. Look at this team. We got hundreds of years of experience,
right,
and horrible loans that got dragged through the mud. So we've kind of, not that we've been through it all, but it's there.
Yeah.
You got a high likelihood of it closing with one of us. So
Yeah.
it's an easier pitch when you go that route.
Absolutely.
So I would advise, those young people to surround themselves with knowledge, and people who want to see you grow. That old saying, people want, they want to see you do good, but not better than them. Man, my group of people, I don't think you got to meet the whole team, but we actually enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
We go to each other's houses. We know each other's kids and vacation together. We go on a boat together. So that goes a long way. You know what I mean? That helps the work environment.
That's a big, big part of, because Homestretch is, it's still a baby for us, right? We're a year in, and it's our baby. It's our business, right? So we have just recently expanded. We brought on our first hire outside of, our 2-man show. And we thought long and hard, like months, right, on who we were going to bring on for that particular position. And the deciding factors were not experience. They were not, it was like, are they going to jive with us? Like, are they going to have an ego? Can we have a barbecue with them? Can we? And fortunately, the person that we landed on is someone that we've known for some time, and he did absolutely check all those boxes. And we've had, it's tricky bringing in someone that you're super, super close to. I wouldn't say that we were super, super close to this individual person, but there's tenure. Right. And they fit like a glove. Like, they are fantastic. So I think when you are building out a team, or when you're choosing what team to be a part of, that's extremely important above anything else. Because I think experience can be taught if the person is willing to learn, like yourself, surrounding yourself with people that are willing to teach you and learn from. So that's huge. That's a massive thing that we're noticing as we start to grow our business.
That's a great area, right? Because you want to scale out eventually, right? You don't want to dilute the product at the same time,
right?
But you don't want to poison your well. You get, especially in our industry, you got these heavy hitters that are full of themselves, and you bring them on, and they poison the well. It messes with the camaraderie we got already, and everybody has pedigree. Everybody wants to give their stats and how good you are, what you do. But first and foremost, like that, can I sit down and have a drink with you? Can I would I invite this person in my home? If the answer is no, then I don't want to do business. That goes for realtors.
Without like side eye.
Oh, 100%. Because I do business.
Acting a certain way in front of you versus behind, like, so different. And like living and breathing like the product and like the business that you're a part of. I think that's huge.
It correlates and it seeps into the business. Like, your clients pick that up. You have to. Absolutely. You have to mesh. They got to go, man. The same with you. I'm comfortable if anybody comes and gives me a product, because they're all one and the same, or they all, have the same ideology.
Going to the same, the beat of the same drum. Like, that's it. It's a rhythm.
That's it. Saying no is just as big as adding on to your business.
Actually, because it can be worse, right? Like, having to bring somebody on that's like toxic, or like you said, bleeds into it, or like creates bad morale within. Because I've done, like, I was in corporate for years and years and years in outbound sales
all the time,
and there's not an issue with money when you're dealing with sales, right? Or high ticket sales. That's not the problem. Right. But when the morale is low, like, this job is fantastic. I have amazing benefits. I get paid extremely well. That's difficult to leave. But when you're working alongside people or under people that they just like drain the life out of you, like, you don't want to be there. No. It's just, you build this resentment, and it's just like, it sucks.
It's unfortunate. Yeah. Because it could bleed into what you love and your own job, like, and you don't want to step on the person you work with before's head to make yourself look higher. But I've been in those positions where I love what I do, but not who I do it with. Yeah. And it drains into that, like, man, do I really want to do this? Well, yeah, I do want to do this, just not with them. So remove.
That's a good observation too. Sometimes you can't see it. You're just stuck in that cloud.
You have to get stuck out of that, that muck you're in, and it's got to be enjoyable, man. We love going to the office. We chat all the time. We get work done. Our content is always fun.
It is actually hilarious. So, wait, if you can actually tell them your Instagram, because that's
Mortgages by Joey G. I think it's mortgages by.
We'll put it up there.
Joey G, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we'll put it
by Joey G.
Follow him. It's so super entertaining.
Yeah, a lot of mortgage loan officers in South Florida look like Pitbull. It's an abundance problem. But it's just fun. I keep it light. People compliment me, so I keep doing, like, hey, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. It's original. You look like you're yourself. And I'm like, I'm on the verge of, like, man, I don't want to be a TikTok real estate I don't want to do the dance and the things. That's not my MO, number one.
But not that you can be an influencer in your own regard, right? For the
right reason.
Yeah. Well, no, just for your profession, right? An influencer within your industry. But
Slippery slope.
being exactly how you are, right? Like you attract the right crowd when you're not trying to copy every single person that's doing
Facts.
the same exact thing over and over again. Actually, this is funny because I was sitting in my car yesterday and I just was talking to myself. I'll randomly record myself. I don't ever post it, but
I saw the car. That's right.
I don't traditionally post it. The chicken
Right.
one I did. But I was like, I feel like I'm on social media and it's just like everyone regurgitating the same thing and the same songs and the same dances and like the same type of content.
Mm.
And it's like, it drives me crazy. Like it makes it, the less I want to be on there, right?
Right.
The more it makes me want to be on there acting like myself versus doing the song and dance because that's exhausting.
Agree.
It doesn't.
Agree. No.
And I speak to that too. I'm like, oh, for example, I'm remodeling my house, right? And everything that I'm looking at as far as this particular style that I like, it's the algorithm. It's going to start spitting it back at me. So I'm like, am I just like every other person on the planet, or is it not really my style that I like? And it messes with my head. So
100%.
I think it's
100%.
you got to take a step back. I'm someone that loves like symmetry and I love a clean home but does my house look like that all the time?
No.
Absolutely not. With a
You're lying to yourself.
Yeah. So
that's why people appreciate it. I'm usually posting, the kids or whatever, and the day-to-day life for the fatherhood or whatever, the business side of it. And I make it fun, man. I make it reasonable so where they understand it too. You can't just speak. I hear people that they have that their content is just mortgages or just this.
It's exhausting.
And that gets redundant, especially people who don't know it. They don't know the mortgage jargon or what you're speaking about. So I try to make it relatable and make it understandable, and people can appreciate it. And I try to do some English, some Spanish, some Spanglish. It's another defect I have. I sometimes I assume everybody knows Spanish, which is wrong with me. But I keep it relatable and I keep it fun and light, and so people could keep circling back because I actually tell the clients, hey, follow me. And I do it to stay top of mind because 3 years go by and then you forget you want to refinance whatever, and I'll throw up a video of doing God knows what. It could be a cup of coffee in my yard on the hammock. And that's right, Joey does mortgages. Hey, Joey, I was going to do that. I forgot you do this.
Like this.
You forgot. Thank God you follow me on Instagram because they're always on it.
Yeah.
By default.
Yeah.
So I try to, go that route.
I feel like you're pretty balanced. Like when it comes to business, and then you have your, you have your children, you have your fitness. What would you say is the importance of having that balance? And do you feel like you're ever off balance with that?
Yeah, I can. Especially in our industry, the biggest one is the phone. And I try to keep it only business because, you get home, you have a little spare time, you wander off on Instagram, and I use it for I don't look at the news, but Instagram is my news source. What's going on other than our industry too, or keeping tabs on a realtor, making sure she's not using any other mortgage broker, but stuff like that, and then you find yourself during your family time on your phone,
right?
Or stop something you're doing with them to attend to a call.
Right.
Or go through numbers or a loan estimate or something, and it bleeds into their time.
And I feel like they notice.
Oh, they notice, man. They notice, and they tell, if not me, they tell the mother or somebody else, and then they relate to me. Hey, you know what? So-and-so said, because they don't tell you. They tell, that works hard a lot. Is that why he always has money or whatever? That's why he can take me this and that. But and my older
correlate it with that, but they still right.
Well, yeah, but then they hit you in the gut and they go, oh, that, it's family time or something. And you're like, what YouTube channel have you been looking at? You're not wrong, but dude, you hit me in the chest.
Well, sometimes you need to be checked, but and you know what's crazy? And forgive me, I don't mean to cut you off, but it made me think of it because even now, my daughter's 18 months. She can't speak, but anytime she sees my phone lying around, she goes, Mama, grabs my phone and brings it to me. And I was like, she's so accustomed to seeing it in my hand.
It's attached to you.
That she immediately thinks to bring it over to me every time. Now, she does do that with other things that I hold. But it's just like, it makes me happy because it's cute, but I'm also like, how often am I holding the phone that she immediately does that?
Conscious about
before she's even using words, she understands that. So
I try to be kind of the way to school. I'm like, there's no reason anybody could wait for a call or text back. Sorry.
Right.
I leave it there. I put a little music on low enough that we can talk, and we'll just talk and whatever on the way back or whatever too. When we're eating, I make it a habit of throwing it to the side, but you still catch yourself. Sometimes, hey,
it's hard.
If I don't pick up my realtor's call at 8:00 at night, somebody else will. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Which is to our demise. What are you going to do? It's part of the industry.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't do it for all realtors. And I hope some of them that pick up, they don't. But for the most part, I have good relationships with those realtors that I do pick up the phone with. I know they respect me enough to know, go, hey, and they'll tell me, hey, I'm sorry to, cut into your family time, whatever.
Right.
But I know if they're calling me, it's adamant. You got to
Mhm.
attend to it. But that's pretty much the biggest, obstacle in our industry, bleeding into our personal. Other than that, man, we got it made. We're flexible. I can pick them up. I can
Yeah.
go to, today, my little one had graduation, if you want to
Mm.
call it that, from VPK to kindergarten.
You're moving up?
But I was laughing so hard, I wouldn't miss that for the world,
That's awesome.
and again, you become a father, you get a little more emotional, and you hear people say, hey man, enjoy these years, take time, and you don't want to take it for granted.
Yeah.
So I make sure that the phone doesn't get in the way of those things, or at least I try.
Yeah. I think that's super important.
100%.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that ties everything in, right? Mind, heart, body, soul.
Perfect. Now's when the cigars and the
Yeah.
come out, right?
Cigars and whiskey right after. Thanks y'all so much for joining Everything in Between. We'll see you on the next one.